Hello everyone, my name is Haseeb Qazi. I'm one of the cardiology fellows at University of Iowa, and with me today is Dr. James O'Keefe, who's a professor of cardiology at University of Missouri, Kansas City. Welcome, Dr. O'Keefe, to ACC.
Thanks, Haseeb.
So, as somebody who's involved in preventive cardiology and active, healthy lifestyle, what advice do you have for fellows who are actually involved in patients as to what advice you would give them so that they can always encourage healthy lifestyle in their patients?
Mm-hmm. So, Haseeb, this is a lot like parenting, actually, in that patients do what you do, not what you say. So if you want them to respect your advice about not smoking and eating healthy and getting exercise, maintaining a healthy weight, keeping your stress under control, have a work-life balance, you have to walk the walk. You can't just talk the talk. And so the key about this is that this is the secret to staying healthy, not burned out, and happy, sort of fulfilled as a physician too, whether you're a cardiologist or anything else. It's a demanding profession, but it's also an extremely fulfilling profession. But number one, your priority has to be, maintaining your own sense of well-being. And that involves getting your sleep. I know it's not easy when you're a fellow and a resident, but when you're a staff, it's somewhat easier. Prioritize getting 8 hours of sleep, okay? Prioritizing staying physically active. I wear a Fitbit around, and you guys, you know this. On rounds in your day-to-day life as a physician, you can get a lot of steps if you make a point to take the stairs rather than the elevator. Really important to eat healthy food, okay? And stay away from sugar. That's the number one thing. Stay away from sugar, eat healthy whole foods, balanced diet. There's this sort of urban myth in cardiology about veganism. Veganism is not the ideal diet. We are omnivores. You need to have mostly vegetables and fruits and nuts and berries, but like some fish, some lean meat, dairy.
What's your take on coffee?
So the good news on coffee, Haseeb, is that coffee is good for you. It's amazing. It's a very Paleolithic beverage. No calories, high in antioxidants. It turns out that it's all observational study. But like I tell people, in fact, I didn't drink coffee for my whole career because I thought it was bad for me. I was drinking green tea. So now I drink green tea in the afternoon. But I have sort of weaned myself into drinking like 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day, typically more like 3, but preferably in the morning. Coffee is good for preventing diabetes. It's actually great for preventing depression and suicide. It reduces cardiovascular death, and it's good for reducing all-cause mortality too. So it's one of those things where like the universe is sort of throwing us a bone here, right? Coffee turns out to be good for you. I bet preferably not the frappuccino stuff with all the sugar and cream and that stuff. Learn to drink it black, yeah, and preferably not in the evening right before bed. It'll kind of disturb your restful sleep.
So besides that, any other advice you would have for fellows in terms of not just choosing a career, but after they're done with their training, as to what factors they should keep in mind when they're trying to choose the perfect job, if one exists?
Haseeb, you fellows these days in cardiology, you're in a seller's market, okay? There's, you probably don't, this is probably not news to you, but there is an increasing shortage, and it's a wide open sort of there's a lot of the proportion of the GDP of America is in healthcare, and cardiology is towards the top of that. And the thing that you need to know is that a healthcare system, a hospital, right all through the system, the rate limiting step is the physician, okay? You guys and girls are the ones who make it happen, the physicians, all right? So the reality is that there's a big disparity in how much you'd get paid and what your work-life balance is and how much time you get off depending on where you live. If you want to live in a highly desirable place where a lot of physicians like to congregate, like San Francisco or LA or New York City, or Atlanta, or these big metro areas that are vibrant and all that, you probably take a big pay cut most of the time, and you'll probably have to work harder, and the cost of living is higher. So I tell people, be open-minded when you're looking for jobs, because you're likely to get paid more if you in someplace in the Midwest, or a lot of places, Texas, or places where they're not the bigger cities but medium-sized or smaller cities. You have enough time and enough money to be able to enjoy that work-life balance. Is so important, and you can always travel to spend your time and your spare time with your family and friends in San Francisco. But keep an open mind. I have a lot of friends and colleagues who have insisted they need to live in one of these places, and they work all the time, and they have a hard time paying their bills and paying back their loans. So
the key would be to keep a good balance at the end.
That is the take-home message. Work-life balance. Invest in yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. O'Keefe, for your time and wonderful advice for all the fellows and trainees out there. I hope you have a great rest of your program here at ACC.
Thanks, Haseeb. It was great. It's great to talk to you.
Great chatting with you as well. So for more videos like this, please go to youtube.com/FITsontheGO. Thank you.